Hey guys, so just before I get in with this video properly, I'm wanting to do a few shout outs. I was supposed to do these at the beginning of my July favourites, but I completely forgot, so I'm going to do them just now, so I hope that is fine with everybody. Now there are so many amazing YouTubers and so many great channels and great videos and things that I couldn't possibly name everybody that I think is worth watching. So I've selected 3 that are kind of either like my channel or the people are kind of to talk about similar things. I just think that they're channels you're going to like. So in no order, the first one is Lucy's Review. You may be subscribed to her under Lucy's La La Land, same person but different channel. And in her channel she talks about, I think she's only done films to date, but she reviews media-based things, films and things. So go and check her out. All the links will be in the below bar. I don't think she's done a video in a few weeks. At least she might have done one over the past few days, I haven't checked. But if you go and subscribe to her and check her out and like her videos and things, leave her loads of comments to encourage her to do more, because she needs to do more than what she's doing, because I want to see more. And I'm sure once you've seen her videos, you'll want to see more of them too. The second one is, let's see if I get this URL right, Radio Pinel. I think it's a friend of mine, and he just does like vlogs and things. I'm pretty sure if you've got request videos, he'll do them for you. So go and check him out too. Yeah, I picked Lucy's one because the videos are kind of like mine. Radio Pinel, Ian, he is in radio and things, so somebody you're probably going to be interested in if you're interested in my type of videos, possibly. So that's worth checking out. And the third and final one is the Sabrina Guy. Now this maybe doesn't belong in a shout out video here, but I know a lot of you are subscribed to my Amy the Teenage Witch channel, which is my channel for all things Sabrina the Teenage Witch. And now the Sabrina Guy is doing the same thing, talking about Sabrina shows and the episodes, DVDs, things like that. So if you like my Sabrina videos, or maybe you don't like mine personally, but you like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, they're definitely worth checking out as well. They've done 3 videos so far, maybe 4. They've done a few anyway. It's a brand new channel, you know, the channel's only been made for a few weeks and things. So go and subscribe to them as well if you like Sabrina, and get them going a bit more as well. But I think that's the 3 main ones I wanted to talk about well, this month. Like I said, it would have been in my in my July favourites. Hopefully I'll remember to do some more in my August favourites. Now normally I would only do videos that I've already came across and ones that I like and things, but if you want a shout out, I'm not just going to give them out randomly, but if you think that it might be something, if you think your channel is something that my subscribers would like and you want me to inform them about it, send me a message and things, let me know why. I'll check out your channel, I'll check out your videos, and if I feel that it might be something that people who watch my videos might like, then I will consider that shout out for August as well. But that's all I wanted to say as far as the shout outs goes, so let's get right in with the video itself. Okay, so today's video is going to be all about Hi-5. Now Hi-5 has been one of my favourite shows for about, let's see if I can work this out, for about 8 years. Now it's not aimed at me, I am not the target audience for the show, but I still love it. Well, correction, I still like watching reruns of the original series, but I'll get into that in a minute. So for those of you who don't know, Hi-5 is an Australian group of children's entertainers, basically, and the TV show itself basically teaches children about various things through the means of song, dance and little stories. It's such a sweet concept. So let's take you through a typical episode. So it starts off with a performance of a song, and with the performance there are kids in the audience as well, which is really nice. And then after the song, each of your 5 members will have their own sort of, their little time. I'll not mention their names just now, I'll get into that in a minute as well. So maybe one of them will teach us about different instruments, because there's always like a musical one, like, well, they're all musical, but there's one who's always passionate about music. That makes no sense, but you'll see what I mean when I go over the character descriptions. So maybe one of them will teach us all about different instruments from different countries. Another one might teach us about shapes and colours. Another one might teach us all about food. Just loads of little different facts and stories and things in each little section. The show itself, each episode is about 25 minutes, half an hour. So each section is about 5 minutes. So it's enough time for children to watch it and maybe pick up a little bit of information, but without getting bored of it, and then it moves on quite quickly. And then once you've had all these little sections, you then have a story at the end, which usually lasts about 5 to 7 minutes, I think. I haven't timed it, but it's just roughly. And then, so they have the story where one of the group members tell the story, and then the other 4 act it out, like loads of costumes and things, and that's really fun and exciting. And then at the end, you have the exact same performance that you had at the beginning. Obviously, children learn through repetition, so they get used to it. Now this was on, in the UK, this was on Milkshake, and I think it still is on Milkshake, every morning of the weekday. So for the full 5 days, this same song with the same performance would be on at the beginning and end of every episode from Monday to Friday. So you'd see the same one, the same performance 10 times. Of course, the content of the sort of the sketches, if you like, in the actual episodes were all different, but the performances were the same. So you got used to the song and you learned the lyrics and you learned the dances, and it was brilliant, brilliant fun. Now, as far as the actual the cast go, or the characters, if you will, they're not good now. I don't like them. I am biased, don't get me wrong. They're probably really, really entertaining, but I cannot stomach them because it's not the same. The show started in, I think it was back end of 98, beginning of 99, roughly. So I would have been, what, 7-ish? 6, 7? So I didn't actually start watching it until I was about 10 or 11. So, but it started then, and you had 5 main people. Obviously Hi-5, it fits. And they were the 5 main, and they were all there until, I think the last one left in 2008. But the first one of them left, I think it was about 2006 or something. And then after that, new people started coming in, and it just wasn't the same. It didn't feel like Hi-5 anymore. So just now, before I go any further with the character descriptions, if you're going to watch Hi-5, try and watch one of the earlier series because they're better. But so, yeah, I don't know what I was going to say then. So I'm not going to go into detail about the newest cast members because I'm not going to bother giving them the time of day. They're probably lovely. I've watched a couple of the episodes, but I just can't stomach it enough to get to know them more. I think it ruins my childhood memories of this show by watching the new people because it takes away the magic that was when I was younger. I say younger, I watched this until I was 15 every morning. But never mind. So your 5 main characters from the original cast. First of all, you have Charley Robinson, who got married during the show and became Charley Delaney, who you may know even if you haven't seen this. Did I mention it's an Australian show, by the way? It's an Australian show, I think I did. But you have Charley Delaney, who was on Dancing with the Stars more recently. Not the latest one, because the latest one was Melissa, I think. Was that the latest one? I get confused with the time frame between Dancing with the Stars and Strictly. But anyway, Charley Delaney was on Dancing with the Stars. I'm not too sure what she's doing just now. I know she's doing a lot of reporting and things, but I can't really find much more information on her. But she is on Twitter. I can't remember her Twitter name, I'm sorry. But they are actually, most of them, on Twitter. Then you have Kelly Hoggart, who after the show got married and became Kelly Crawford. Now there was a lot of discussion about Kelly recently because she sort of did a more raunchy photo shoot, and I was like, well, should she be doing this? She was a kids entertainer. But she's not now. And to be honest with you, the kids that are going to be watching this shouldn't have access to a computer or the internet to see these images. So that's neither here nor there, and I think what she's done is fine, just for the record. Then you have Kathleen De Leon, who then became Kathleen De Leon Jones. And she left, she was the first to leave, I think it was 2006, she left to have a baby. And she was replaced by Sun Park for a couple of years, and then Sun left and was replaced by somebody else. And Kathleen was lovely as well, so I'll talk more about their roles in a minute. Then you have the 2 guys. You have Tim Harding, who was the musical lover, and Tim was the best guy there. He was fantastic, and I think, if I've read right, he left because he was in, like, was it a motorbike accident or something like that, and he couldn't dance for a while, so that kind of, he couldn't perform in the show. And then the last one is Nathan Foley, who I've not heard anything about since he left. I can't find any information or anything. He was my least favourite, but it doesn't mean I didn't like him. I still did like him, it's just if I had to order them, he'd be at the bottom. Just a quick run here, it'd probably be Kelly, and then Charley, and then Kathleen, then Tim, then Nathan. But they're sort of really, they're all really brilliant. So as well as your main characters, you had 2 extra characters as well. You had Jub Jub and Chats. Now, Jub Jub was always in the scenes with Kathleen. Kathleen, they all had their own area, and Kathleen's area was like this big wall thing, and in each wall there was like loads of drawers she'd pull out, and she'd like get a different thing from each drawer to do like arty crafty things, or turn a table upside down to sail a boat, and get a big cloth out of a drawer to make a mast and things like that. And Jub Jub would always steal things when she turned her back. So for example, if she was making like, say she was making a picture out of shapes, she'd go into a drawer and get maybe a handful of triangles out, and then she'd put them on the table, and then when she turned her back to go and get, I don't know, the circles out of a different drawer, Jub Jub would steal the triangles off the table, and it'd be really confusing for her, and it was great to watch, and you can just see all these little kids at home shouting at the TV, you know, Kathleen, it's Jub Jub! Because obviously Kathleen never came face to face with Jub Jub, because Jub Jub was always hiding. Jub Jub looked weird as well. It was like a blob, like a round ball thing with legs and like little hair, and a really sweet character, but kind of weird. And then you had Chats, who was a Chats in the Box. She was a Jack in the Box type character, you know, she was in a box and she was on a spring. And she was Kelly's friend. They were like best friends in their little scenes and things, and it was just such a lovely little relationship between the two. Kelly would talk to Chats as if she was a human, and we'd all treat Chats like a human, and they'd just have normal human conversations, like they'd have a sleepover, or Chats would talk about different things with Kelly, and it was just so lovely. Now I found out today who voiced these 2 characters. I guess it's something I'd never really looked into before, so I had no reason to know. But Chats is voiced by Charley, and Jub Jub is voiced by Tim. I think I've got that right. So I'm totally ecstatic that I found that out, because I totally didn't, you know, I can't even hear the voices, but now I know it, I can, just. So that is really, really, really sweet. I wrote something else down I was going to say. Yeah, so as well as the little moral sketches and stories and things, you also have your songs, which play a big part in it, both in learning and making it entertaining and energetic. Bearing in mind, this was on at like 7 AM, and then you have this really energetic movements and things that really get you up and going, which is probably why I still watched it and still do. There were so many great songs. I think my favourite ones, you have Boom Boom Beat, Come On and Party, Let's Celebrate, Love, Energy. They're all just so amazing. There are hundreds and hundreds of songs. I couldn't possibly choose a favourite. Hi-5 based Outer Space. I think it's just called Outer Space actually. That is absolutely amazing. I love it so much. Yeah, and I still know some of the dances and things. Oh, there's another one. I can hear the lyrics going around in my head, but I just can't think of the name of it. Oh, it'll come back to me. But if you search on YouTube, first of all, if you go to the Hi-5 website, hi-5.com.au, which I will link link the website in the below bar for you, so you can go and click that and check out the website. There are some games and things on there. It's 5 minutes of entertainment. But you'll find the songs on there and things. But even if you just do a basic YouTube search, there are loads and loads of them. So, I mean, if you know the specific song, type in the song and things, and you'll probably find it. But like the performances are there and things, and it's just lovely to just put it on and learn the dance and just move around. You know, there's nothing wrong with just putting on a Hi-5 song and just moving. Just don't stop. So it is just so incredible, and the songs are really catchy. I actually have one of the CDs I was going to show you, but I forgot to bring it through. I have Hi-5, I think I have their greatest hits. Bearing in mind this was their greatest hits in about 2002, so there are a lot more CDs. They have a Christmas album just now. Well, they have a few Christmas albums, which I'm hoping to buy near Christmas time. And I just love their music so much. It is very poppy, very dancey, and even though it's aimed at little kids, preschool kids, it's not just for kids. It's great fun. It just really puts you in a really good mood. You know, it makes you feel fantastic. That's a line from one of the songs, actually. It makes you feel just so alive and so amazing, and it's just so much fun. There are different versions of Hi-5. Obviously, the original one is the original Oz cast, and then you have the new Australian 5 of them. But you also have a UK one who do UK tours, who, to be fair, I would actually quite like to see, just to be able to see I've seen some sort of Hi-5, even though it's not the original. And there's also an American Hi-5 as well, who I imagine do the same sort of thing, you know, doing tours and things. But I don't know if the new Hi-5 do, but I know the original Hi-5 for Charley and Kelly and Kathleen and things, they did do tours in the UK. I'm kicking myself that I never ever got to see them. I would have loved it. Even at this age, I'd go alone. Actually, no, I'd probably take either my brother or my sister along with me, but I would go. I'd look a bit weird if I went alone. You know, but they wear really bright colours, and their hair's sometimes crazy. It's very 90s. I get the really sort of the 90s feel from their clothes and things, especially when it was like 2002, 2003. It still captured that magic. It's a brilliant show for people who grew up in the 90s. So even if you are past the age of it, you know, I mean, basically if you're older than preschool, still watch it, still check it out. It is fantastic. I will put a few links in the below bar to a few certain clips on YouTube that I like. They will all be from the original Hi-5 cast. There are a few different channels which are dedicated to Hi-5 on here, so they're worth checking out, although I know some of them are dedicated to the new Hi-5, but they're still worth looking at. You might like the new Hi-5 better if you haven't grown up with the original cast. Then maybe it's best to watch the new cast first and then the original cast. But either way, it's going to be a brilliant show for you. You're going to love it. Kids will love it. Kids still do love it. I know kids, well, actually that's a lie. I know kids who used to watch it. But with the millions of different TV channels kids have got to choose from now, Milkshake never really gets a look in. Although I do think this is on Pop, and it's on another kids channel as well. Is it CITV, I think, at some point? But to get the real true feeling, if you watched it as a kid, watch it on Milkshake in the morning and it's lovely. But check out the videos on YouTube and things and let me know your thoughts on this. Maybe you saw it as a kid. This is definitely one of my favourite shows even now. Fantastic children's show, very educational, very entertaining, so lively, so energetic, and just so much fun. It is everything you want from a kids TV show, and I just hope that I actually do get to see them someday. I'd love to meet the original cast, actually. That'd be fantastic. I'd kill for that. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say about the show just now. It is so brilliant, worth checking out. Feel free to leave comments and things and let me know your thoughts. Maybe you prefer the new cast, I don't know. Some people might. I'm too biased and too set within my ways to change my mind about that. But feel free to leave comments and things. Also, if you have any requests for videos, let me know. I have a few to get through, but I will do them as soon as, I promise. But until next time, I will, I will reply to some of your, that's what I was going to say there. People have put in requests and I haven't got around to saying I'll do them yet. So I will let you know as soon as, after I upload this video, I'll reply to those comments to let you know whether I can do your request or not. This is my third Nostalgia series video, I think. And the next one will probably be next week. So until then, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!